Alright, everyone, here we go again with some more of 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors, aka the Nonary games. So we're continuing on from where we last left off, which is pretty much exploring the rooms of both, I don't know if it's their rooms exactly, June's and Lotus's, but I think one of the issues I had with one of those rooms was the tiles, because it confused me at first, and then once I started to understand it, it made a lot more sense. So we're gonna pretty much continue on from there, guys, and see how it goes. So if anything else, I hope you all continue to enjoy watching. Let's keep it rolling. Alright, guys, and we are back. So we just got one of the tiles from the opposite side of the room, which is pretty much June's area. Yeah, why don't we go back to the living room? Okay, let's go back. Alright, I think I have enough to exit. Lotus and Santa are in the room on the other side. I'm gonna go check up on them. Yeah, this is what I want to check out. Okay, I think we need to rearrange it the same way it was in the other room. So, okay, let me. Give me. There's a towel in the frame, so I guess we're supposed to put the towels in the empty spaces. I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay, here we go. This was always here. No. Let's put this. Wait. Oh, okay. This. Wait. There you go. Aha! See, boom. Okay. And then. That doesn't seem right. Oh, that confuses me too. I honestly don't know what I'm looking at, but I know this part is correct. Let's do this. No. It's supposed to look like the... Oh, I got it. Yes! I did it! There. Picture completed. And there goes the frame. What's this? What do you mean, what's this? Pretty obvious, isn't it? It's a hole in the wall. Like a hidden safe or something, you know? Anyway, let's take a look. I think there's something inside. Oh, there's the key? Mars key. Alright. Well, this is one of those Mars symbols. The door at the end of the hallway has the same symbol engraved in the keyhole. That's gotta mean... Yes, we can use the key to get through that door.
What's the deal with this picture anyway?
I think I've seen this picture before.
Where?
In a book. There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory. I saw this picture in his book.
What's this interesting theory?
Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Man, I can't deal with this. Just listening to you talk about it is giving me a headache.
It's not a difficult concept to grasp. In essence, he states that the shape of living organisms and their behavioral patterns are transmitted through a field not visible to the eye.
What part of that isn't difficult, exactly?
All right, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
Telepathy?
Yes, telepathy. Well, perhaps not exactly telepathy, but it's close enough for a simple approximation.
Are you serious? Telepathy? Who do you think we are? Kids from the 70s? I can't believe someone would actually do serious research on something like that.
Yes, I agree. I read the book, but I can hardly say I understood it. I'm in no position to defend or condemn anything it said. It was probably just someone latching onto a statistical outlier from some study and turning it into a ridiculous theory. There's no scientific merit to any of it, I'm sure. But even so, Anyway, I saw a picture like that one in his book. Hey, what do you think this picture looks like?
What do you mean? Isn't it just like abstract or something like that? It's just black and white scribbles. There's no meaning there. That's it.
What about you, Junpei? Does it look like anything to you?
I guess it looks like...
a man's face, a butterfly, koi, a dog, a small boat floating in a lake, and a punyarimpa. Well, I honestly thought it was like a horse or something, but I think the closest thing to it would be a dog.
Maybe a dog. No, see, you got the head here, and then these are the front paws, and then these are the back paws. See?
Oh, wow! We were looking at two different things because I did not catch that until now. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's hard for me to see it now. I need to... later on, I'm gonna replay this just so I can look at it again because I can't see it again.
Oh, I see it. I guess you've got a point.
I was looking at the shadows, like the shadow black ink version, because I was looking at I was just seeing the shape of a horse. I didn't know it made a dog. Wow.
How did you know? You're right. I didn't think you would have been able to guess that.
So, now we know what it's a picture of, but I don't see how that helps us.
A TV show from Great Britain did an experiment once. They took two similar pictures. Both of them were difficult to identify, initially. But once you figured out the answer, you couldn't see it as anything else. These two pictures. The first was a woman wearing a hat. The other one, well, to make it easier, let's just say it was this picture of a dog. So, their experiment. First, they sent the picture to other parts of the world outside the reach of British airwaves. To Ireland, the US, Africa, Europe, etc. Then, in each country, they gathered a number of test subjects, roughly 1,000 people. They were shown the two pictures and asked, what does this picture look like to you? The results weren't really interesting on their own. 9.2% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. 3.9% saw the dog in the dog picture. Then, 2 days later, they aired a new program on their show.
I'm taking a closer look at that dog so that once it reverts back to the original image, I can actually picture it now.
During the 30-minute show, they broadcast the dog picture and its solution. The audience was estimated to be 200,000 people. After the broadcast, it was a safe bet that the number of people who knew the solution to the dog picture was at least that many. After another 2 days passed, they gathered more research subjects from areas outside the reach of British TV and radio. This time, they only found a sample of roughly 850 people. Naturally, none of them had participated in the first test. They were, however, given the same test and the same two pictures. The results were startling. 10% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. The previous test sat at a 9.2% success rate. Not much of a change statistically. The dog picture, however, produced a very different result. The percentage of people able to successfully find the dog, it went from 3.9% to 6.8%, a very significant increase.
It's funny because every time it reverts back, I can see the dog, and then I look at the corner of that same picture and I lose it. I know how the dog looks, but I can't form that image over the abstract image that we're seeing now, or about to see again.
So do you understand? Do you realize the significance of this experiment? There was no way the second group could have seen the picture. They lived far away from Britain and couldn't have seen it. But even so, it was only the success rate for the dog picture that went up. Why? How did that happen? What does it mean?
Oh, wait, does this have something to do with that field? Or whatever it was that you were talking about earlier? A field not visible to the eye. So, if more people know the answer, then that information will pass through the field.
So, what if Lotus never brought up this information in the first place? Would that mean everyone would have been dead by the end of the game?
Psych! I was just kidding. You really shouldn't take me seriously. Well, I mean, the things I just told you about are true. They really did happen. But the results of that experiment really aren't anything to go by. They could have easily falsified them. In the end, I'm sure they were just in it for the ratings. They are a TV station after all.
Hey, man, I gotta admit, you had me there for a minute. I, really thought you were serious.
Of course not. Like I told you before, I'm sure it's all just pseudoscience.
Oh, okay, right.
Santa fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker.
All right, enough nonsense. We've got the key. Let's get out of here.
Word.
Word.
A field not visible to the naked eye.
See, I'm looking. Oh, I see the dog now. Thank goodness. I get annoyed because I keep seeing the horse. And I lost it. Like, I got it back. Okay, it is so hard. Okay.
Morphogenetic field.
Man, it's crazy how intricate that image is. It's cool, though. Alright, let's go to the hallway. I'll go get June. You guys head to the door. Okay. Roger that. Yes, it unlocked. Good job, Junpei. Good, now we can get going. Come on, what are you guys standing around for? Let's get out of here. Like, see, when I open it, it should open. I shouldn't have to double click it again. Come on, Jumpy, let's go. Alright, let's go. You found it. Yay.
Oh, another hallway.
Come on, open!
It's not going to open because you rattled it, you know.
Damn it!
Look over here!
Elevators. And the buttons? Of course they don't work.
The power must be out here too, just like by the staircase.
That leaves this door. Well, looks like we don't have any choice.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Well then, let's open it.
All right, here I go.
Oh, so it's a kitchen.
What were you expecting?
Isn't it obvious? The exit? I was hoping this would be the way out of here.
You really think it'd be that easy?
Yeah, I know. Still.
If we can just get through this door, we should come out on the other side of that grate we saw earlier.
No good. Anyway, let's take a look.
Hey!
What's that?
Huh? Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to tell you. I found this a little while ago. It's a map of the B deck.
Let me see that. I knew it. See? Look.
Yes, hold your horses.
What did you figure out?
This is handy.
See? We came in here. Now if we go out there, then we'll be on the other side of the grate.
How about that? She's right. We can get out through there.
Thank you for highlighting where we are, because I couldn't like spot where I couldn't pinpoint where exactly we were on that map.
There we go. Here, you can have it back.
Thanks.
There's a card reader on the right side of the door.
And that means the key card is somewhere in here, right?
That seems the most likely.
All right, we know what we need to do then. Let's get moving. First off, I say we split up and look for clues.
Okay.
Y'all dramatic. Seek a way out. Okay, so we gotta explore the kitchen now. Alright, this is the overview of the kitchen itself. Alright, cool. I think there are 15 of these plates. I'm assuming they're for seafood. How the hell can you tell that? They look just like any other plate from the 99-cent store. If you ever take a lady out to dinner, you're gonna embarrass yourself. I feel sorry for June. What? Why the hell are you bringing up June? The lady doth protest too much, methinks. You are not terribly subtle. Uh-huh. Alright, well, I'm assuming all plates are the same, so. Let me look around. Is this a sink? Sink. It's still got water in it. There's a couple of plates in there, but I don't think they're gonna help us much. What's this? Whetstone. A whetstone? What are you planning to do with that? Ah, don't tell me you're gonna try and smash open the card reader. Are you an idiot? If you do that, then we'll never get out of here. Oh, yeah, I guess that would be bad, huh? This whetstone's only gonna be useful if we need to sharpen something. Alright, we got a whetstone. Good to know, good to know. Let's get out of this thing here. And... what else can I explore here? Trash can. There's nothing inside of it. Well, better than being full of rotten food, I suppose. That's nothing. Oh, it's a grill. Alright. And... what's on the other side besides that? Interesting. There's some bottles of seasoning in there. What about... what happens if I keep turning? Oh, we end up back there. Okay, cool. That's the card reader. This is the door we came into. I'm just making sure. It's not locked, so we could go back out, but what's the point, right? All that's out there is an iron gate and a dead-end hallway. Yep, might as well be locked for all the good going back out there will do. Okay, so let me go on this side. Hey Santa, could you open that door, please? What the hell? There's no way I could open that thing. Guess you're getting to that age where your eyes start to go, huh? You'd better watch your mouth, boy, or someone won't live long enough to see that door opened. This has got the two of them on edge. Gotta get out of here and fast. Countertop. We got a rolling pin and a colander. Nothing useful, in other words. Just wanted to check. Just wanted to check. Alright. All we got here is a pot and a frying pan. Oh, and a pressure cooker. Well, I guess we could use some of those as weapons. What kind of idiot are you? You gonna run around holding that thing while you're looking for dead? Hey man, it's just a joke. What's serious? Alright, oh, lights, buddy. Nothing weird about that. I wasn't even trying to go to that. It's a nice dish rack. Love to have that in my kitchen. Why don't you take it back with you? Are you offering to carry it for me? Why don't you ask 7? You're kidding. You don't honestly think I'd let a beast like that into my home, do you? Wow. This table for preparing food. There are plates everywhere. Countertop. Yep, we know about that. We can't go through here. What's here? Oh! I wouldn't have guessed. What's this? Cheese. Hey, there's something behind the cheese. You're right. Why don't we move some of the cheese? Alright guys, time to move it. June and I need to look behind you. There's a little green bottle back there. Bottle of oil. Oh look, cooking oil. You could probably use this to make something slippery. Okay. Can we... oh, cool. And what's here? There's milk in here. Milk in an iron barrel. Judging by the rust, it's probably really old. Maybe we shouldn't open it up. I don't think it'd be a pretty sight. Okay, so we'll just check here then. There's so much stuff in here. A whole lot of cans. It's probably a pantry. I'm just checking to see if I can check anywhere else here. Can't go through that. Is there anywhere else we can look? Okay. Can we go through here? The bolt is rusted. Okay. Put some oil in it. Hey, just a little bit of oil in. Come on. You little son of a... Got it. Did it. Okay, cool. Alright, before I go in there, I want to make sure I'm not missing anything else. Go through. What about here? Is there a thingy here? No? Like second row. Oh, see? Oh, what? Yes. There's a knife in this box.
A rusty knife? I don't think we'll be able to use it while it's like this.
It's futile.
Futile?
You know, a waste, useless, pointless.
Oh. Any particular reason you wanted to bring that up?
Oh, no reason really. I was just thinking about futility.
Huh? Why were you thinking about futility?
Well, it has something to do with the Titanic.
The Titanic?
Yep. Have you ever heard the story that the sinking of the Titanic was predicted?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. There was a novel that had a bunch of stuff in it that described the sinking of the Titanic before it actually sank.
Yeah, that's the one. The title of the novel is Futility. It was written 14 years before the Titanic sank. But
I know. I mean, I didn't know the name of the book, but the story was the same, right? It was just like what happened on the Titanic?
yeah,
Well, I heard it was all a hoax.
a hoax.
I heard that the stuff that matched up to the Titanic so well was actually added after it sank. Apparently, the only thing that was the same originally was that a boat ran into an iceberg and sank.
But the novel was published in 1898, 14 years before the accident.
Like I said, that was the first print of the book. 14 years later, the author heard about what happened to the Titanic. He figured that was his chance, you know? He just went back and changed some stuff in his novel, so that it matched the Titanic exactly.
Really?
Really. There's no such thing as premonitions or any of that stuff.
But, that wasn't the only book that predicted the Titanic sinking.
It wasn't?
Yep. There were two other similar stories written by a man named William Thomas Stead. Both of them before the accident. One in 1886 and one in 1892. Stead wrote two stories that had striking similarities to the Titanic disaster. In one, two ships collided. Many of the passengers died because there weren't enough lifeboats. In the other, a ship collided with an iceberg and sank.
I don't know. I mean, I'll give you that it seems a little weird, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't too uncommon for ships to hit icebergs back in the day, or even other ships.
Right, I knew you'd say that. But what if Stead had some sort of special powers? To be more specific, what if he had the ability to do automatic writing?
What? Automatic writing? Wait, are you talking about when someone's possessed by a spirit and then they write a bunch of stuff without knowing what they're writing?
Yes.
What do you mean, yes? That stuff's a load of bull. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, that automatic writing isn't a total load. These guys still couldn't have predicted the sinking of the Titanic. When this Stead dude wrote his thing, nobody had died on the Titanic yet. So if automatic writing is about being possessed by dead people, who the hell possessed him so he could write that stuff?
That's not it.
What's not it?
Stead wasn't possessed by a spirit. He was doing the possessing.
What are you smoking?
William Thomas Stead was a passenger on the Titanic. He just wrote down what he saw with his own eyes 20 years before it happened.
Why don't we talk about this some other time, okay?
Huh? But
Come on, let's get back to it.
That is so odd. Wait, can I combine this with this? Maybe I'll use the whetstone to sharpen the knife. The blade of the knife is getting sharper by the second. I should be able to cut something pretty good with this. Ah ha ho! It's just a guess on my part. It's a good thing I doubled back to make sure. Alright, now we can go inside.
Oh, it's cold in here. What is this place?
Are you blind? It's a freezer.
Oh, no way. That's way too cold for me. I'll freeze solid in seconds. Sorry, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass on this one. I'm going to leave the rest to you.
Oh, whoa. It's really cold in here.
Hey, you don't need to be in here. You had a fever just a little bit ago. You should stay outside. We got this.
No, I'm fine. My fever's gone now.
But
Is that how fevers work?
Huh?
no! Why did it suddenly close? Ah! The knob's frozen!
But why?
It looks like the pipe next to it broke, and...
Hey, Lotus! You're out there, right? Open the door!
What do you want? What's going on?
The door won't open! Try opening it from that side, please!
Oh, fine. If you say so. Hold on. It's no use. It won't budge. You've got more people in there. You figure it out.
The hell kind of response is that?
Oh.
God damn it.
Anyway, let's find a way out. If we don't get moving, we're gonna be permanent residents.
I had a good opinion of Lotus up until now. Like, what the heck was that?
Two heads are better than none. I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Yeah, you're right. Let's just take a good look around this room, okay?
Right.
Before we freeze to death, right? There's some frozen meat up there. Looks like pork. Huh? What's this? It looks like a tag or something. A chunk of pork. Jumpy, is there a slip of paper in that meat? I think there's something written on here, but I can't read it like this. If we try to pull it out, it'll probably rip. We need to defrost that. Don't think we're gonna be doing that in this room. Oh, great. Okay. So that's important too. Alright. What about this? Oh. Dry ice. Can't you make that stuff cause an explosion if you seal it in something that's airtight? Explode? Yeah, didn't you do that in school? You should never underestimate the power of expanding gas.
Dry ice is just frozen carbon dioxide, right?
Yeah, it is.
I wonder how warm it has to get for it to turn back into gas again.
Hell if I know. How is that gonna help us anyway?
Oh, well, I figured we might be able to use it to get out of here.
Carbon dioxide sublimation point is negative 109 degrees. Any warmer than that, and it'll turn into gas. Any lower, and it becomes a solid.
Oh, how do you know that?
Despite my looks, I am the the queen of random knowledge.
Looks bad to mess up when you're showing off. Oh, you're so cold your mouth's going numb?
Yes, that's right.
You're just doing that on purpose, aren't you?
Come on, guys. Don't you think that's kind of weird? I wonder why it doesn't turn into a liquid first.
He wanted out of the freezer now.
How the hell would I know? And how the hell is that gonna help us get out of here? We don't have time for this crap.
But it can turn into a liquid. Carbon dioxide turns to liquid if you put it under high enough pressure.
This isn't really a good time for a chat about science.
But I was wondering the same thing.
Wondering what?
Wondering why carbon dioxide doesn't turn into a liquid unless it's under pressure.
Right? It just seems weird. Water's a liquid between 32 degrees and 212 degrees. So why isn't that the case for carbon dioxide? H2O and CO2 are pretty similar.
No, they're not. They're totally different substances. Look, guys, if we keep this up, we're just gonna freeze to death. You good with that? You wanna die talking about sublimation and gases? Cause I sure as hell don't. Now let's get back to work. Assuming you don't want to end up like a pair of ice sculptures.
Oh, but Jumpy, there's a kind of ice that doesn't turn into liquid when it goes above 32 degrees. I heard about it. Its melting point is 96 degrees.
Ice with a melting point of 96 degrees? You mean there's water that freezes at 96 degrees?
Yeah, well, you could also look at it as ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees.
Ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees. That's interesting.
So what's this ice with a melting point of 96 degrees called?
I heard it's called Ice 9.
Ice 9?
Originally, Ice 9 was a made-up substance invented by a science fiction author. But recently, scientists have discovered that such a substance actually exists.
Wait, hold up. So is this thing called Ice 9, or is it water?
Like I said, if the ice is over 96 degrees, it'll be liquid. If it's under that, it'll solidify. So you could think of it as a polymorph of H2O. Here, think of it like diamonds and graphite. They're both made of carbon, right? But depending on the structure of the crystallization, the hardness and structure are completely different.
Yo, guys, we're gonna die if they keep explaining themselves like this. We need to find a way out. Alright, guys, this seems like a good stopping point for now. I'm gonna end the video here for today. Thank you all for watching. When we come back, I'm gonna try and figure out a way to get out of this freezer. And hopefully make it to the next part of the area we need to get to. So if anything else, thank you again. Until the next one.